In the heart of a tranquil forest, where sunlight filtered through the emerald canopy, creating a dappled pattern on the mossy undergrowth, resided a gentle soul named Serene. Her spirit, as delicate as a dandelion's fluff, danced to the rhythm of the forest's symphony, finding solace in the simplest things that often went unnoticed by others. Serene's heart, as soft as the moss that carpeted the forest floor, resonated with the whisper of the wind through the leaves, the gentle gurgling of a nearby stream, and the sweet chirping of birdsong. She possessed an uncanny ability to transform the ordinary into the extraordinary, finding beauty in the mundane and magic in the everyday. Her days were punctuated by the gentle rhythm of nature, a rhythm that echoed in her footsteps as she wandered through the forest's embrace. Her eyes, the color of the twilight sky, would alight with joy as she discovered hidden treasures among the trees. Smooth pebbles worn by time, delicate wildflowers nestled in secluded glades, and the intricate patterns etched on fallen leaves. Each pebble she collected became a story waiting to be told, a tale of resilience and beauty etched by the hands of nature. She would arrange them in intricate patterns, each stone whispering its secrets to the forest breeze, creating ephemeral artworks that danced in the dappled sunlight. As dusk descended, casting long shadows across the woodland floor, Serene would gather her collection of dandelion seeds, their wispy white heads like tiny stars in the fading light. She would blow upon them gently, sending them on their journey, each seed carrying a wish for the world, a silent prayer for peace and tranquility. Serene's home was a reflection of her gentle spirit, a cozy cottage nestled amidst the towering trees, its walls adorned with the vibrant hues of the forest. The cottage's windows, like eyes peering into the soul of the woods, allowed the symphony of nature to flow freely within its comforting embrace. Tranquil forest home. The cottage itself was a testament to Serene's harmonious connection with the natural world. Its construction mirrored the organic forms of the forest, blending seamlessly into the surrounding landscape. The walls, crafted from weathered wood, bore the marks of time, their rough surfaces whispering tales of seasons past. Inside, the cottage was a haven of warmth and serenity. The air was infused with the sweet aroma of pine needles and damp earth, a fragrance that soothed the soul and calmed the mind. Sunbeams danced playfully through the windows, casting dancing patterns upon the wooden floors. Serene's bedroom, a sanctuary of tranquility, was a testament to her deep connection with nature. The walls were adorned with delicate wildflowers, their vibrant colors preserved in their dried state. A patchwork quilt, stitched with threads of every shade of green, adorned her bed, its comforting patterns echoing the textures of the forest floor. In the heart of the cottage, a stone hearth served as the gathering place, its flickering flames casting a warm glow upon the room. Serene would often sit by the fire, her gaze fixed upon the dancing flames, her mind wandering through the stories whispered by the crackling logs. Serene's connection to nature extended beyond the physical realm. She possessed an uncanny ability to commune with the forest's inhabitants, understanding their language and responding to their silent pleas. The trees, the creatures of the forest, and the very essence of the wilderness were her companions, her confidants, her source of endless inspiration. Her presence in the forest was like a soothing balm, calming the raging storms and bringing peace to the restless spirits. The forest, in turn, embraced her as one of its own, providing her with nourishment, shelter, and a sense of belonging that transcended words. Serene's tranquil forest home was not merely a physical dwelling. It was an extension of her soul, a reflection of her deep and abiding love for the natural world. Within its embrace she found solace, inspiration, and a sense of profound connection that enriched her life in ways that words could not express. Serene's love for collecting pebbles was not just a hobby. It was an expression of her deep connection to the natural world. In each pebble, she saw a story waiting to be told, a tale of resilience and beauty etched by the hands of nature. As she wandered through the forest, her eyes would scan the ground, searching for the perfect pebbles, each one unique in its shape, color, and texture. She would carefully pick them up, her fingers tracing the smooth contours, her mind already weaving a narrative around its existence. Back at her cottage, Serene would arrange her pebbles in intricate patterns, creating ephemeral artworks that danced in the dappled sunlight. Each pebble, carefully placed, whispered its secrets to the forest breeze, contributing to the unfolding story. One day, she found a pebble that was particularly captivating. It was a deep shade of blue, the color of the twilight sky, with smooth, rounded edges that felt like silk against her skin. She held it up to the light, and it seemed to shimmer with an otherworldly glow. In her mind's eye, she saw a story unfolding, a tale of a star that fell from the heavens and landed on a lonely mountaintop. The star, unable to return to its celestial home, found solace in the company of a wise old owl. Together, they shared stories of the universe, their voices echoing through the stillness of the night. As Serene placed the blue pebble at the center of her arrangement, she felt a surge of inspiration. She picked up another pebble, a shade of grey like the stormy clouds that often rolled in over the forest. In her mind's eye, she saw a storm brewing, its fury threatening to engulf the land. But then she saw another pebble, a shimmering white like the first snowfall of winter. In her mind's eye, she saw a gentle snowfall, its delicate flakes covering the forest in a blanket of peace. Serene continued to arrange her pebbles, each one adding a new chapter to the unfolding story. The pebbles became characters, their shapes and colors dictating their roles in the narrative. The forest, in its ever-changing beauty, provided the backdrop for their tales. As the sun began to set, casting long shadows across the forest floor, Serene stepped back to admire her creation. It was a story of nature's resilience, of beauty emerging from chaos, of darkness giving way to light. In her heart, Serene knew that the stories told by her pebbles were not just figments of her imagination. They were reflections of the world around her, of the interconnectedness of all things, of the beauty that could be found in the simplest things. As the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky with hues of orange and purple, Serene would prepare for her nightly ritual, a moonlit walk through the tranquil forest. Tranquil forest at night. With a soft smile gracing her lips, she would step out of her cozy cottage, the cool night air enveloping her like a comforting embrace. The forest, bathed in the silvery glow of the moon, transformed into an ethereal realm, its familiar sights and sounds taking on an otherworldly quality. Serene's path led her through a labyrinth of towering trees, their branches casting long, dancing shadows across the moonlit ground. The air was alive with the symphony of the night, a chorus of rustling leaves, chirping crickets, and the distant hooting of an owl. Serene would pause occasionally, her gaze drawn to the celestial spectacle above. The sky, a canvas of velvety black, was adorned with a multitude of stars, their twinkling lights like diamonds scattered across the cosmos. She would imagine herself floating among them, a tiny speck in the vast expanse of the universe, yet somehow connected to every star that shone. As she continued her walk, Serene's senses would become heightened, attuned to the subtle nuances of the forest at night. She would notice the delicate fragrance of wildflowers carried on the gentle breeze, the soft glow of fireflies illuminating the undergrowth, and the occasional rustle of a creature seeking shelter under the cover of darkness. The forest, in its nocturnal state, seemed to hold its breath, creating a sense of hushed anticipation. Serene would often feel a presence around her, an unseen audience of creatures drawn to her gentle spirit. In the stillness of the night, Serene would find solace, her worries and cares melting away under the calming influence of the moonlit forest. The forest, in turn, seemed to draw strength from her presence, its tranquility deepened by her gentle spirit. As the first rays of dawn began to paint the eastern sky with hues of pink and gold, Serene would reluctantly make her way back to her cottage. The forest, slowly, awakening from its slumber, bid her farewell with a chorus of birdsong and the rustling of awakening leaves. Serene's fascination with the moon's glow was a source of endless wonder and inspiration. She saw the moon not just as a celestial body, but as a source of ethereal light that possessed the power to transform the world around her. Moon at night. As the moon ascended, casting its silvery beams upon the forest, Serene would emerge from her cottage, her eyes drawn to its celestial radiance. She would stand in awe, her gaze fixed upon the moon's luminous surface, as if seeking to decipher the secrets it held. Serene believed that the moon's light held a unique energy, a gentle power that could soothe the soul and awaken the imagination. She would often extend her hands towards the moon, as if gathering its light into her very being. In her mind's eye, she would see the moon's light flowing into her fingertips, a warm, comforting sensation that spread throughout her body. She would feel a sense of peace wash over her, her worries and anxieties melting away under the moon's gentle touch. Serene's fascination with the moon extended beyond mere admiration. She believed that she possessed the ability to gather the moon's light, to harness its energy and use it to create beauty and tranquility in the world around her. As she walked through the moonlit forest, she would gather moonbeams in her hands, letting them dance between her fingers like fireflies. She would use them to illuminate the path ahead, transforming the darkness into a shimmering spectacle. She would also use the moon's light to create ephemeral artworks, placing moonbeams upon fallen leaves and transforming them into glowing lanterns that lit up the forest floor. She would even paint with the moon's light, her brushstrokes leaving trails of luminescence upon the forest's canvas. Serene's ability to gather the moon's light was not just a physical act. It was a manifestation of her deep connection to nature. She saw the moon not as a separate entity, but as an extension of herself, a reflection of her own gentle spirit. As she gathered the moon's light, she felt a sense of unity with the universe, a connection that transcended the boundaries of time and space. She was no longer just Serene, the gentle soul of the forest. She was a conduit of the moon's energy, a vessel of its transformative power. And as she spread the moon's light throughout the forest, she felt a sense of purpose, a deep-seated desire to share its beauty and tranquility with all living things. She was the moon's guardian in the forest, a protector of its gentle radiance, a beacon of hope in the heart of the night. Dandelion field at night with moon in the sky. As the moon ascended, casting its silvery glow upon the tranquil forest, Serene would gather her collection of dandelion seeds, their wispy white heads like tiny stars in the fading light. She would blow upon them gently, sending them on their journey, each seed carrying a wish for the world, a silent prayer for peace and tranquility. Dandelion seed in moonlight. But Serene's use of dandelion seeds extended beyond mere wishes. She possessed a unique ability to manipulate the seeds, to use them as a medium for expressing her creativity and imagination. Under the moon's ethereal light, Serene would gather a handful of dandelion seeds, their delicate forms shimmering in the moonlight. She would close her eyes, taking a deep breath, and let the rhythm of the forest guide her movements. With a gentle flick of her wrist, she would release the seeds, their trajectories tracing graceful arcs through the air. As the seeds descended, they would catch the moonlight, their fluffy forms reflecting the celestial glow, transforming them into tiny dancing lights. Serene would watch in awe as the seeds pirouetted and twirled, their movements synchronized with the symphony of the forest. The seeds became her dancers, their every movement a reflection of her gentle spirit, her deep connection to nature. She would create intricate patterns with the seeds, weaving them into a mesmerizing spectacle that captivated all who witnessed it. The seeds would form circles and spirals, their movements echoing the cycles of nature, the dance of life and death. As the seeds danced, Serene would feel a surge of joy, her heart overflowing with the beauty she had created. She saw the seeds not just as delicate plants, but as symbols of hope and resilience, their ability to spread and grow even in the face of adversity. In the dancing dandelion seeds, Serene found a reflection of her own spirit, a testament to the power of creativity and imagination to transform the ordinary into the extraordinary. The seeds became her messengers, carrying her wishes and prayers to the moon, to the stars, to the vast expanse of the universe. Serene possessed an uncanny ability to find solace and inspiration in the quiet symphony of nature, especially the sounds of the forest at night. To her, the nocturnal chorus was not just a collection of sounds, but a harmonious blend of melodies that whispered tales of the forest's soul. Forest at night. As the moon ascended, casting its silvery glow upon the tranquil forest, Serene would step out of her cozy cottage, her senses heightened and attuned to the subtle nuances of the night. The air was alive with a myriad of sounds, each one playing a distinct role in the forest's nocturnal orchestra. The gentle rustling of leaves as they swayed in the moonlight created a soothing rhythm, a lullaby that calmed the restless spirit. The chirping of crickets, their high-pitched trills echoing through the trees, added a playful melody to the composition. The distant hooting of an owl, a sound that often sent shivers down the spines of others, filled Serene with a sense of awe and wonder. She saw the owl not as a harbinger of darkness, but as a wise guardian of the night, its call a reminder of the forest's hidden secrets. Owl at night. As the night deepened, the sounds of the forest grew more intense. The croaking of frogs, their voices rising from the nearby pond, created a deep, resonant bass line that anchored the symphony. The occasional howl of a coyote, a sound that echoed across the darkened landscape, added a touch of wildness to the composition. Serene would close her eyes, her heart open to the forest's nocturnal serenade. She would let the sounds wash over her, each one weaving its own thread into the tapestry of her imagination. She saw the forest come alive, its trees dancing to the rhythm of the night, its creatures harmonizing in a chorus of gratitude and praise. In the sounds of the forest at night, Serene found a source of profound peace, a reminder of the interconnectedness of all living things. She realized that the forest was not just a collection of trees and animals, but a living, breathing entity with a voice of its own. And as she drifted off to sleep, lulled by the forest's nocturnal symphony, Serene carried the echoes of those sounds within her, a treasure trove of melodies that would sustain her throughout the day. Serene's connection to the natural world extended beyond her appreciation for the forest's sights and sounds. It manifested in her deep-rooted ability to find peace and comfort in the whispers of the wind and the lulling sounds of the nocturnal creatures. As the gentle breeze swept through the towering trees, carrying with it the scent of pine needles and damp earth, Serene would close her eyes and let its whispers caress her soul. She would listen intently, her mind attuned to the subtle nuances of the wind's language. Forest in the moonlight. In the whispers of the wind, Serene heard tales of ancient trees, their roots reaching deep into the earth, their branches stretching towards the heavens. She heard stories of the forest's inhabitants, their lives intertwined with the rhythm of the seasons. She heard the echoes of time itself, the whispers of countless moments that had unfolded within the forest's embrace. The wind's whispers were not just sounds, they were messages from the heart of nature, a language that Serene understood intuitively. They spoke of resilience, of beauty in the midst of chaos, of the interconnectedness of all living things. As the night deepened and the forest settled into its nocturnal slumber, Serene would find solace in the lulling sounds of the creatures that emerged under the moon's silvery glow. The chirping of crickets, the hooting of owls, the croaking of frogs. Each sound played its part in the forest's nocturnal symphony, a soothing melody that eased her worries and calmed her mind. Serene would lie in her cozy cottage, her window open to the embrace of the night. She would listen to the forest's nocturnal orchestra, each sound a gentle brushstroke on the canvas of her imagination. She would see the creatures in their natural habitats, their forms blending seamlessly into the shadows, their voices harmonizing with the rhythm of the night. Owl hooting in the moonlight. In the lulling sounds of the nocturnal creatures, Serene found a sense of profound peace, a reminder of the tranquility that existed amidst the darkness. She realized that the forest, even in its nocturnal state, was alive with a vibrant energy, a pulsating life force that soothed her soul and calmed her restless spirit. As she drifted off to sleep, cradled by the forest's nocturnal lullaby, Serene carried the echoes of those sounds within her, a symphony of peace that would sustain her throughout the day. Serene's connection to the natural world was not just a superficial appreciation of its beauty. It was a profound bond that permeated every aspect of her being. She found solace in the forest's embrace, her spirit resonating with the rhythm of its life cycle, her heart attuned to its subtle whispers. The forest, in turn, embraced Serene as one of its own, providing her with nourishment, shelter, and a sense of belonging that transcended words. The towering trees, their branches stretching towards the heavens, were her silent guardians, their leaves whispering tales of ancient wisdom. The delicate wildflowers, their petals bursting with vibrant colours, were her companions, their beauty a constant reminder of the joy that could be found in the simplest things. Serene's ability to find solace in the natural world was deeply rooted in her ability to communicate with its inhabitants. She understood the language of the wind, its whispers carrying stories of the forest's past, present, and future. She deciphered the songs of the birds, their melodies revealing the emotions of their feathered hearts. She sensed the presence of the forest creatures, their silent movements echoing the heartbeat of the wilderness. In the stillness of the forest, Serene would find moments of profound peace, her worries and anxieties melting away under the calming influence of nature's embrace. She would sit beneath the canopy of towering trees, their leaves filtering the sunlight into a dappled pattern upon the forest floor. She would close her eyes, inhaling the sweet scent of pine needles and damp earth, allowing the sounds of the forest to wash over her like a soothing balm. As she immersed herself in the natural world, Serene would feel a sense of unity with all living things, a profound connection that transcended the boundaries of species and time. She would realize that she was not just a visitor in the forest, but an integral part of its ecosystem, a thread woven into the tapestry of life. And in those moments of profound connection, Serene would find solace, inspiration, and a sense of purpose that nurtured her soul and guided her through the challenges of life. The natural world was her sanctuary, a place of refuge where she could find peace, clarity, and a deep sense of belonging. Nestled amidst the towering trees of the tranquil forest, Serene's cottage stood as a testament to her gentle spirit and harmonious connection with nature. Its weathered wooden walls, adorned with climbing vines and moss, blended seamlessly into the forest's verdant embrace, as if the cottage itself had sprouted from the earth. The cottage's windows, like eyes peering into the soul of the woods, allowed the symphony of nature to flow freely within its comforting embrace. Sunbeams danced playfully through the panes, casting dancing patterns upon the wooden floors, while the gentle rustle of leaves and the sweet chirping of birds provided a soothing backdrop to Serene's tranquil existence. Within the cottage, a haven of warmth and serenity awaited Serene's return from her daily wanderings through the forest. The air was infused with the sweet aroma of pine needles and damp earth, a fragrance that soothed the soul and calmed the mind. Sunbeams danced playfully through the windows, casting dancing patterns upon the wooden floors. The cottage's interior was a reflection of Serene's gentle spirit, a tapestry of natural textures and earthy hues that echoed the beauty of the surrounding forest. Handcrafted furniture, carved from fallen trees, adorned the rooms, their smooth surfaces bearing the marks of time and care. The heart of the cottage was the stone hearth, a gathering place that served as the focal point of Serene's life. Its flickering flames cast a warm glow upon the room, creating an atmosphere of comfort and tranquility. Serene would often sit by the fire, her gaze fixed upon the dancing flames, her mind wandering through the stories whispered by the crackling logs. In the cozy confines of her cottage, Serene found solace and inspiration, her creativity nurtured by the tranquility of her surroundings. The forest's whispers seemed to echo within the walls, guiding her thoughts and shaping her creations. Serene's cottage was not merely a dwelling. It was an extension of her soul, a reflection of her deep and abiding love for the natural world. Within its embrace, she found a sanctuary, a place where she could commune with nature, find solace in its embrace, and express her gentle spirit through her creativity. Serene's patchwork quilt was not just a piece of fabric, it was a tangible expression of her love for the forest, a treasure trove of memories woven together into a comforting embrace. Each scrap of fabric, carefully selected and lovingly stitched, held a story, a reminder of a special moment spent amidst the towering trees. As Serene drifted off to sleep each night, enveloped by the warmth of her patchwork quilt, she would embark on a journey through her memories. Each patch would transport her back to a different moment, a different encounter with the forest's inhabitants, a different glimpse into the beauty of the natural world. One patch would remind her of the day she discovered a hidden grove of wildflowers, their vibrant colours bursting forth from the forest floor like a secret treasure. Another patch would recall the time she watched a pair of owls nesting in the branches of an ancient oak, their silent vigil a testament to the enduring cycle of life. And still another patch would evoke the memory of a starlit night when she lay beneath the canopy of trees, gazing up at the celestial spectacle above, feeling a profound connection to the vastness of the universe. The patchwork quilt was not just a source of warmth, it was a portal to Serene's inner sanctum, a place where her memories and imagination intertwined, creating a tapestry of beauty and tranquility. As she snuggled deeper into the quilt's comforting embrace, Serene would feel a sense of peace wash over her, her worries and anxieties melting away under the soothing warmth of its patchwork patterns. The quilt became a physical manifestation of the forest's embrace, a reminder that she was never truly alone, that she was always connected to the natural world, a world that provided her with endless inspiration and solace. And in the quiet moments of the night, as Serene drifted into the realm of dreams, her patchwork quilt would transform into a magical carpet, carrying her on fantastical adventures through the forest's hidden depths, where she would encounter talking animals, discover enchanted waterfalls, and dance among the stars. As the moon ascended, casting its silvery glow upon the tranquil forest, Serene would retreat to her cozy cottage, her heart brimming with gratitude for the day's adventures. The forest symphony, a harmonious blend of rustling leaves, chirping crickets, and the distant hooting of an owl, would lull her into a state of serene tranquility. Enveloped by the warmth of her patchwork quilt, each stitch whispering tales of the forest's beauty, Serene would close her eyes, her mind gently drifting away from the cares of the world. The gentle rhythm of her breath, synchronized with the heartbeat of the forest, would soothe her worries, easing them into the depths of slumber. In her dreams, Serene's spirit would find solace and inspiration, her imagination soaring to new heights, untouched by the worries of the waking world. The forest, her constant companion, would provide her with a sanctuary, a place where she could escape the chaos of life and embrace the tranquility that lay at the heart of nature. And as the first rays of dawn began to paint the sky with hues of pink and gold, Serene would awaken, her heart filled with a sense of peace and rejuvenation. The memories of her peaceful sleep, infused with the magic of the forest, would linger throughout the day, a source of strength and inspiration. Serene's heart overflowed with gratitude for the simple wonders that surrounded her. She found beauty in the most ordinary things, in the delicate petals of a wildflower, in the intricate patterns of a spider's web, in the gentle murmur of a flowing stream. Each day was a symphony of simple pleasures, a melody played out on the stage of the forest. The sun's warm embrace, the cool caress of the breeze, the sweet aroma of pine needles. Each sensation filled her with a sense of joy and wonder. As she wandered through the forest, her senses heightened. Serene would marvel at the intricate details of nature's artistry. She would pause to admire the delicate veins on a fallen leaf, the vibrant colors of a butterfly's wings, the intricate patterns etched on the bark of a tree. Even the simplest creatures elicited her admiration. She would watch in awe as a spider deftly spun its web, as a caterpillar munched on a leaf, as a bee flitted from flower to flower. In each creature she saw a testament to the resilience and beauty of the natural world. Serene's gratitude extended beyond the visual realm. She found joy in the sounds of the forest, in the rustling of leaves, the chirping of birds, the gurgling of a stream. Each sound was a note in the forest symphony, a reminder of the interconnectedness of all living things. And at night, when the stars twinkled like diamonds scattered across the velvet sky, Serene would feel a surge of gratitude for the vastness of the universe. She would lie beneath the canopy of trees, her gaze fixed upon the celestial spectacle, and feel a sense of profound connection to something larger than herself. In the simple wonders that surrounded her, Serene found a source of endless inspiration. She would transform the forest's treasures into her own creations, arranging pebbles into intricate patterns, weaving wildflowers into delicate garlands, and painting stories of nature's wonders upon the canvas of her imagination. Serene's deep sense of gratitude was not just an emotion. It was a way of life, a philosophy that guided her interactions with the world around her. She saw beauty not as a fleeting moment, but as an enduring essence that permeated every aspect of her existence. And as she shared her gratitude with others, she inspired them to see the world through her eyes, to find joy in the ordinary, to appreciate the simple wonders that surrounded them. Serene's gentle spirit, like a beacon of light, illuminated the path towards a life filled with gratitude and wonder. Serene's heart resonated with the quiet beauty of the forest, its subtle nuances and hushed whispers a source of profound peace and inspiration. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long dancing shadows across the forest floor, Serene would emerge from her cozy cottage, her heart attuned to the forest's nocturnal symphony. Flower. In each creature she saw a testament to the resilience and beauty of the natural world. Serene's gratitude extended beyond the visual realm. She found joy in the sounds of the forest, in the rustling of leaves, the chirping of birds, the gurgling of a stream. Each sound was a note in the forest's symphony, a reminder of the interconnectedness of all living things. And at night, when the stars twinkled like diamonds scattered across the velvet sky, Serene would feel a surge of gratitude for the vastness of the universe. She would lie. As the night deepened, the forest's whispers grew more intense. The croaking of frogs, their voices rising from the nearby pond, created a deep, resonant bass line that anchored the symphony. The distant hooting of an owl, a sound that often sent shivers down the spines of others, filled Serene with a sense of awe and wonder. She saw the owl not as a harbinger of darkness, but as a wise guardian of the night, its call a reminder of the forest's hidden secrets. Serene would close her eyes, her heart open to the forest's nocturnal serenade. She would let the sounds wash over her, each one weaving its own thread into the tapestry of her imagination. She would see the forest come alive, its trees dancing to the rhythm of the night, its creatures harmonizing in a chorus of gratitude and praise. In the quiet beauty of the forest and the soothing whispers of the night, Serene found a profound sense of peace, a reminder of her deep connection to the natural world. She realized that the forest was not just a collection of trees and animals, but a living, breathing entity with a voice of its own. And as she drifted off to sleep, lulled by the forest's nocturnal lullaby, Serene carried the echoes of those sounds within her, a symphony of peace that would sustain her throughout the day. Serene possessed a unique ability to find extraordinary joy in the ordinary moments of life. She saw beauty not as a fleeting sensation, but as an enduring essence that permeated every aspect of her existence. The simplest things, the gentle caress of a breeze, the vibrant colors of a sunset, the sweet aroma of freshly baked bread, held a profound significance for her.